I was just curious, you flipped Tucker and Alvarez yesterday, like before the game. Just where are you at as far as where they're batting or that decision?
I thought I answered that yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah. No, it's true. For me, it's more, it's getting Yordan more in that middle. I figure that, if he hits second, it has Tucker, Brady, and Diaz behind him. At the running aspect of things is just more of health decision. Him in the middle, having Altuve and Tucker in the first two spots allows Yordan to be in a position to drive guys in. So that was the decision, between flipping those two guys. Two really good hitters. For me, it don't matter where they hit. They're two of the best hitters in this league.
Go in the front row on the left, Greg.
I'm going to have to tell you, Hunter's kind of quiet with us. How have you seen him just grow into this role where he can sit there yesterday and say, I know the situation, I want the baseball, and then fuel the confidence inside your clubhouse in him?
That's why he's starting, a do-or-die game. He has pitched his way into one of our most reliable pitchers. He's done it all year. He's been one of the best pitchers in the second half of the season in all major leagues. I trust him. This team trusts him. He has pitched big games for us when we have been in a position to win. And I never hesitated when it was time to make a decision who was going to be our game 2 starter.
We'll stay on the left with Michael.
Hi, Joe. 15 pitches for Hader yesterday. Do you foresee today as a multi-inning scenario for him, and how long do you think he could stretch if needed?
It's a multi-inning game for a lot of guys today.
Go on the back right.
Hi, Joe. Thank you. I have a question about how do you keep them motivated with so much on the line for this game and the organization, just as a whole in general, the fans? We've kind of never been in this position. How do you keep everyone in the clubhouse just motivated?
You know what? I see, this is a team that is motivated to win, so they don't need a ton of motivation from their manager. This team knows what we're playing today for. They know. We've been in this position before. So there's no need for speeches and rally or anything like that. These guys know. We've been in this position before. Those guys in there, if you walk in this clubhouse right now, it does not feel like it's a do-or-die game. It's just a regular day. We got to go out there and take care of business on the baseball field.
Stay on the right, second row, Adam.
A lot of times when you face an opener, you have a bit of an idea of what's going to come after that. Is it different constructing a lineup when they can go in any number of directions after the first guy?
Yeah, and they've done that before, and we do have kind of an idea. So when you construct a lineup, you're trying to find opportunities within those 9 innings to find an opening and trying to score a run or two, or trying to find the right matchups that you hope for. But there is no written script of where your opponent is going to go. So that's the nature of where we at today in this game. So we gotta score early. We gotta attack early, and put us in a position to put Hunter in a position where he can pitch with a lead and hand the ball to our back of our bullpen.
Go in the front row in the middle.
Hey, Joe, yesterday one of the things Bregman said is that, being here is, like you said, it's not foreign, but the way you started the season, being so far out, it prepared you for moments like this. Do you see that as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think, we have weathered the storm, and I think we are in a position right now where we feel comfortable as a club. This is where we all work towards this, and this team has played big games after big games in the postseason, and this is another big game, and I expect them to go out there and give everything they got.
Anything else for Joe? Anything in Spanish? All right, Joe, thanks for coming in.
All right. Thank you, guys. Yep.
Hey, Yusei, is it your understanding that you're available out of the bullpen today, and kind of how will you go about today, just being ready to go if you're called upon?
はい、数日前に、もしかしたら2戦目も、 中継ぎで待機してもらうかもしれないということは言われてましたし、どういう状況になるかわからないですけど、常にいけるように早めに準備したいなと思ってます。
Yeah, I was told a few days ago that I might be using game 2. Didn't know in what capacity, but yeah, but here we are. Might be coming out of the pen, so want to give myself enough time to prepare and be ready for to come in today.
We'll go to Matt on the far left.
If you aren't used today, how do you just kind of look at the opportunity ahead tomorrow, potentially pitching in just a winner-take-all game for this team?
そうですね。我々としては2つ勝つしかないですから、今日投げるにしてももちろん明日先発するにしてもですね、本当に、勝つしかないのでね、とにかく自分の役割をしっかりしたいですし、1イニングでも長く、1イニングでも長く、とにかく出し切って、一人一人こうまた全力を出し切っていけるところまでいきたいと思ってます。
Yeah, we got no choice but win the next 2 games. So regardless of whether I'm relieving or starting, I just wanted to make sure I give my all.
Hey, Yordan. Are you in the lineup today?
Yes, sir.
How are you feeling overall? And if you could you put like a percentage on how your knee feels and how you're able to be out there right now?
Ahora mismo no se trata de porcentaje, se trata de la adrenalina que uno recibe en estos momentos cuando está afuera, no, creo que eso es lo que obviamente me tiene allá afuera jugando, la adrenalina.
Yeah, I think at this moment it's not really about percentage. I think the adrenaline you get when you go out there and play, I think the adrenaline is what's keeping me going right now and getting me out there.
Going on Brian on the right.
Will you avoid trying to slide, or obviously yesterday it looked like you couldn't run, at your top speed, or just what kind of restrictions do you have right now?
Bueno, siempre todas las restricciones son tratar de limitar cualquier cosa que pueda causar dolor o molestia en la rodilla, ¿no? Pero como dije, se lo dije al staff médico y todo, es parte de la adrenalina. Si se me da la situación, no sé, y es clave en el juego y tengo que deslizarme, obviamente lo voy a hacer. Creo que no es algo que no voy a poder controlar en esa situación.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing right now is just to limit things that could cause damage or cause pain to the knee. But, I was speaking to the medical staff. Obviously, whatever happens out there happens. If it gets to a moment where I need to slide, being the adrenaline, I might just do it and not really think about it too much.
Okay, we'll go to Christy in the second row.
Hey, Yordan, are you wearing like a brace or like a wrap or something on your knee when you're playing?
Mm-hmm.
And does it restrict you by wearing it?
No, ayuda bastante y creo que honestamente ayer me sentí bastante bien, no sentí nada de dolor y creo que sí me ayudó bastante.
No, I think it helps a ton. I think it helps a ton. Yesterday, I didn't really feel any pain whatsoever, and yeah, I think it's definitely helping.
I guess my follow-up was going to be, did playing yesterday make it feel worse?
No.
Okay, go to the front row, Greg.
Could you tell us how much work you did with the training staff to be able to play and play awfully well yesterday, and how good did it feel to take those swings and produce seemingly like there's not a problem?
Sí, fue una semana bastante dura de trabajo, ¿no? Obviamente haciendo muchísima terapia y ejercicio para tratar de fortalecerlo lo más pronto para jugar. Creo que mucha gente no esperaba que yo jugara ayer y creo que siempre me mantuve positivo y lo pude hacer y creo que nada, cuando batí en el cage mi swing se sentía bien, podía apoyar bien la pierna, no había razón para no jugar.
Yeah, it was a long week of a lot of work, a lot of exercises and physical therapy just to strengthen the knee, just making sure that the knee is as strong as possible. And yeah, obviously a lot of people I think didn't expect me to play yesterday. I always stayed really positive that I was going to be able to play, and when I was in the cage, I took some swings, was able to lean on my leg, and felt really good.
We'll stay on the left, Michael.
One more knee question. Sorry about that. Are you feeling any pain in your knee when you run? You said you do feel adrenaline, but is there any pain there?
Honestamente no, honestamente puedo decir que no estoy sintiendo ningún dolor. Obviamente la preocupación todo el mundo la tiene por lo que mostró las imágenes que me hicieron en la rodilla, pero honestamente no tengo ningún dolor ahora mismo.
No, not really. Not really. There isn't any pain right there at the moment. I think a lot of the worriness comes from what the images showed when I had there in the knee, but right now, no pain.
On the right over here, Adam, second row.
Yordan, this is the most that you had played in the big leagues this season, most games that you had played, and you had to play a lot of left field in September. Just how were your knees feeling before that Angels game?
Excelente. Creo que desde que tuve la cirugía en el 2020 nunca me había quejado de mi rodilla. Obviamente esto fue parte de un golpe que me di, no fue producto a algo del pasado ni nada.
Excellent. I think since I had surgery in 2020, I really haven't had anything with my knees, any pain or anything whatsoever. Obviously, I think this is part of just, getting hit there, hitting myself there, but before that, really didn't have any pain.
Go in the back middle.
Buenos días, Caballo. Mencionaste hace momentos que hubo un momento en el que mucha gente pensaba que, o tenía esa duda tal vez de que si ibas a poder jugar, pero para ti en lo personal, ¿cómo ha sido ese balance? Yo sé que tú tienes todas las ganas de jugar, pero también tomar en cuenta tu salud. You mentioned moments ago about a lot of people maybe didn't know or you had to doubt whether you were going to be able to play or not, but on a personal note, how was that balance? How did you handle that balance on, I know that you want to be out there, but also just being safe with your health?
Bueno, los primeros 3 días no me vi jugando, honestamente, no me vi jugando. Tenía muchísima inflamación en la rodilla y no me vi jugando. Pero luego, ¿sabes? Con los ejercicios y los tratamientos, la inflamación fue bajando y obviamente tenía movilidad en la rodilla, que eso fue lo que rápido me activó el chip de que sí podía jugar.
Yeah, honestly speaking, I think the first 3 days I really didn't see myself playing. I had obviously a lot of inflammation, but after that, with the rest of the treatment, the inflammation went down. And then after that was kind of when the ship happened. I was like, okay, I can play.
Go in the very back, on the right.
Yordan, you guys' record this year when you got out to an early lead was significantly better than obviously when you had to try to come back. How much of an onus for you guys at the top of the order do you put on yourself to be able to set the tone and be able to let the rest of the guys work?
El récord del equipo mucho mejor cuando salimos delante de una vez temprano en el juego. ¿Qué tanta presión se pone en la parte de arriba del line-up para tratar de hacer eso temprano?
No, creo que es algo que ni siquiera, creo que ni sabía, ni es algo que le prestamos atención. Obviamente tratamos de salir a dar lo mejor que podemos de afuera, ¿no? ¿Sabe? Cada uno tiene que controlar lo que puede. No creo que es algo de que estamos pensando de que si empezamos adelante vamos a ganar el juego. Obviamente tratamos de siempre salir a ganar.
Yeah, it's one of those things that really didn't think about. Actually, didn't even know until you mentioned it just now. But, I think all of us, everybody tries to just go out there and control what they can control. Obviously, we try to go out there and try to get out to an early lead, but we don't feel that that's something that we need to do to be able to win the game.
Anything else for Yordan? We'll go to back left with Matt.
Just wanted to follow up. Did you say you were worried by the results of the imaging on your knee?
Yo no estaba preocupado. Creo que en general todo el mundo, todo el staff médico estaba como preocupado cuando yo dije que yo podía jugar por los resultados que había mostrado, pero honestamente me siento mucho mejor de lo que la gente esperaba.
I wasn't worried. I think the medical staff was worried when I said that I can play after what they saw the imaging, but, I feel a lot better.
Estuve preocupado, obviamente, los 2 primeros días de la inflamación, pero bueno, obviamente después no.
Yeah, I was worried the first 2 days because of the inflammation, but after that,